everybody, so today's video is going to be a book blabber, and I look kind of scary right now. I don't have any makeup on, but I'm wearing this super bright top, so it makes my face look really weird and red, and I'm really thirsty, so I'm drinking some juice, because my throat feels kind of weird. But on with the book reviews. My last book reviews were on the first two books in the series, and so I'm doing the last two books in the Riley Bloom series. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, but so the other two books are Dreamland and Whisper by Alyson Noel, and Whisper is the longest one, and it is the last one. So there are 4 books in the series. It's a really short one. If you guys haven't seen the first half, then go ahead and go on over to that video. I'll link it in the description box below. But yeah, so the third book is just a continuation of the second one, and to be honest, I kind of forget what happens in each of the books because they're almost like independent from each other. Like, I feel like you could read the last book without reading any of the other ones and pretty much understand exactly what's going on, because each book has its own, like, its own adventure. Each one focuses on one thing. But so for Dreamland, Riley had no adventures. I don't recall. Yeah, I think she was just in the here and now, or in Dreamland, the whole time. So basically, this book kind of gives it away in the title, Dreamland. It was all about dreaming and dream weaving, and so basically she was trying to get through to her sister Ever, who is still alive as a human, and she was just trying to figure out how to do that, and there was like a good way to do it that was like accepted, and then there was like a bad way. And I forget what the good way was, but I think, well, I forget the different terms. Basically, one of them was like, I think dream weaving, and the other one was like dream jumping or something like that. But so she meets this boy named Satchel, and he, basically, as she's trying to jump into her sister's dreams to meet her, Satchel like traps her in those dreams or other people's dreams, along with like her worst nightmares. So like she would get stuck in the quicksand as alligators were coming towards her, or she would be stuck in the bushes as someone was coming to kill her or something like that, and she could never escape. But right before she would get killed, she would jump to another scene like that. So basically he was just like torturing her, and you know, just like every other scenario, you come to find out that he's very troubled and has actually a pretty sad story. It was kind of disturbing a little bit reading it, because as I was reading his story, like his like flashback part, I was just like cringing because you know what's gonna happen, and it's just terrible. But yeah, and then she gets away from that like dark spot with him, and then she gets called into the council to get a new like soul-catching mission or adventure, and then that's where this one picks up. So this is all about her trying to get into Ever's dreams, and yeah. But then this one, she gets her next I don't know if it's like a mission or an adventure or journey. I don't know. I'm going to say mission. But she gets her last mission to Rome, and she is trying to get this gladiator, Theocles, I believe that's how you pronounce it, to cross over. And it's kind of like, I forget what book it was in, if it was the first or second, where this girl Rebecca is trying to trap her there. But there is a girl named Mesalina, and she portrays herself as being Riley's age, and she basically is just like magic and traps Riley there. And so she makes Riley, she somehow like transforms Riley into the perfect person that Riley wants to be. Like, Riley wants to be grown up and curvaceous and beautiful. And she somehow is able to transform her into that and basically give her a perfect life, even though she's stuck there and she keeps on replaying a scene over and over and over again. And the story with Theophilus is actually pretty interesting. I'm not going to give a lot away, but the reason that he's stuck there is actually probably one of the most reasonable, I guess. But yeah, so it's all about her going to Rome, and she has to do the mission all by herself. So Bodhi and Buttercup are like there away from her. She's doing it all by herself, and it's a lot about, well, it's called whisper, and she figures out that you have to listen to the deep down whisper instead of the loud noise somehow to find out basically who you truly are or what you really want to do. So I don't know, it has a pretty good message. And then the end is very shocking. Now, some people might be figuring that it is going to happen at some point because she keeps on talking about it, but something at the end happens that makes Riley really happy, and it's been something that I thought was pretty unexpected. I had no idea that it was coming up. It was a total surprise to me. The ending really tied it together nicely. It didn't leave any cliffhangers. It left you with a good feeling that Riley and her new boyfriend, kind of boyfriend, I don't know which one it technically is, and then Bodhi, and then his girlfriend Jasmine, I think that's her name, yeah, that they're all like good and her life is going to be great, and she's moved up and moved on, and she's able to take on anything now. So I really did enjoy it. You know, the age range is a little bit below my age. It's I think I said it in the first one, it's like around 9 to 12 or something like that, which personally I think is a little bit unreasonable, but the last ones these last two were actually pretty tame, I would say. So I don't know, yeah. So I definitely suggest all of them in the series. If you have read the Immortal series, which focuses on her sister Ever, then definitely you would like these, because I don't know, they're just interesting, because you hear about Riley in the Immortal series, but this gives you a really, really in-depth you know, description of what she's doing at the time as well. But yeah, so I don't know what books I'm going to be reading next. I do still have 2 books in the Immortal series, I believe, that I need to read, but the thing with those is that I haven't, when I read the last book in that series, like for me, the last one that I read, it was a long, long, long time ago, and I have no clue what's going on. I mean, I have a little idea of what's happening, but I'm really not sure like where exactly it left off or who the characters are. So I'm not sure what book I'm going to read, but I'm going to start a new book today, so you'll see a new book video at some point. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this book review. I definitely loved each of the books. They were really quick. I read the last book in a few days because I was reading it after exams, and I read it, or I finished it yesterday or the day before. So really quick, really easy reads. I would so recommend them. But yeah, if you have any book review requests or just things that you think I would enjoy, then leave them down below. I am always open to book suggestions. I always have wish lists and stuff on like Barnes & Noble. It's crazy. If you guys saw my giant book stack that I have to read, it's ridiculous. Who knows if I'll even get through them over summer. Like, seriously, I have that many. But yeah, so hope you all enjoyed the video. Leave any type of question in the comments below, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone.